WXCO 98.9, Wausau's real news and great conversation. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
For WXCO News, I'm Isabella Nieto. This year, voters in Wisconsin will head to the polls for local and national elections. In Marathon County, the April ballot will have several offices to vote on.
This is the nonpartisan election in the spring, and we have elections every spring.
That's Marathon County Clerk Kim Trueblood. She says even-numbered years host municipal and some school board elections.
This year is a lot of city councils, village boards. We do have 2 townships that are running some of their boards. School districts, most of them run where you have part of the school board elected every year.
Wausau, Marshfield, and D.C. Everest school board elections will appear on the ballot in April. Marshfield School District will also appear on the primary ballot in February in the towns of Day, Green Valley, and McMillan, and the city of Marshfield.
So you'll see a portion of each school district have a part of their school board up for election this year.
Trueblood also says this year's county board race stands out. Marathon County has 38 seats on the county board. All of those seats are up for election.
And out of our 38 seats, only 5 of those are contested. So that's something that's really unusual over the last several election cycles. Typically, you'll have probably up to half of those seats contested.
According to the county's candidate tracker, the contested races are in districts 1, 8, 13, 16, and 25. On the Wausau City Council side, 7 out of 11 alder races are contested, but only 1 will appear on the primary ballot.
There's a saying that all elections are local. So it's very important to let your voice be heard in these small elections.
The Edgewater Haven Nursing Home in Port Edwards may see some changes coming around the end of this year. Melissa Kay has more.
Wood County Board Chair Lance Plimmel tells WFHR the county board has long determined that the nursing facility needs to be maintained.
So we've made a commitment over the years that we will use tax levy to fund that facility, to make up the shortfall between the funding we get, either private pay or Medicaid, for instance.
The county is exploring a plan to convert one wing of Edgewater Haven from full-time nursing care into assisted living, where residents would receive help with daily activities while maintaining greater independence. Plimmel says this move would better serve the community and help keep families together.
It kind of opens it up to more people. It changes the type of room you need, which to some extent looks a little bit more like an apartment when you're all done. But then you do have the ability to move into the skilled nursing areas if you're going to need that, and you're at the same place.
Plimmel says the board will make decisions on this project closer to the end of 2026.
We're in a planning stage where we're looking at, how we can do that, how we can do it financially, make it fiscally responsible. And so I never know if those will pass when we get there.
He said it's difficult to look ahead 5 or 10 years.
The easy stuff's tomorrow. I need to plow the snow, or there's a pothole. Those are the simple fixes, the easy ones we go out and do it. The toughest part is to look ahead 5 years, 10 years and say, what is it we're going to need at that point in time? And then how are we going to fund it? So, as a board, that's kind of where we're looking all the time.
The next Wood County Board of Supervisors meeting is January 20th at 9 a.m. at the courthouse.
A Stevens Point golf course is set to host 2 United States Golf Association championships in the next few years. In 2028, Century World will host the U.S. Senior Women's Open Championship, and in 2034, they will host the U.S. Senior Open Championship. According to the announcement, these championships will be the 4th and 5th USGA championships held at Century World. Wisconsin has hosted 18 USGA championships, most recently the 2025 U.S. Women's Open at Erin Hills in Hartford. The 2026 U.S. Mid-Amateur will be held at Sand Valley Resort in Nakusa, and the 2027 U.S. Amateur Floorball Championship will be hosted at Erin Hills in 2027. The Wisconsin DNR is reminding snowmobile operators to be extra careful on the ice. January 10th through the 18th is International Snowmobile Safety Week. Ice conditions can be unpredictable with fluctuating temperatures, and no ice is ever completely safe. The DNR does not monitor ice conditions, but local bait shops, fishing clubs, and outfitters do. They also urge snowmobilers to ride sober. Wisconsin and 25 other states are part of a massive recall of tater tots. Federal health officials say the products may be contaminated with clear, hard plastic fragments. The tater tots were sold under the brand names of Ore-Ida Tater Tots and Cisco Imperial. The Food and Drug Administration says the Idaho company is recalling nearly 40,000 cases of tater tots. Visit the FDA website or foodsafety.gov to see if you have the recalled products in your freezer. If you do have the recalled products, throw them away or take them back to the store from which they were purchased. I'm Isabella Nieto for WXCO News.
The Badgers win at the buzzer. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. Men's basketball, Wisconsin over Minnesota, 78-75 in Minneapolis. The Badgers' John Blackwell with a three-point shot at the buzzer for the win.
I just went to my go-to move, Hezzy 3. And honestly, it looked good when it came off the hands. And I held it up and then, give Glad all the glory for letting me go in.
Up next, the Badgers host Rutgers Saturday at 1 o'clock. Marquette losing on the road to St. John's 92-68. The Bucks blown out at home 139-106 by the Timberwolves.
No excuses. We just didn't have it. We were flat. I thought our guys tried at the beginning of the third quarter to fight back a little bit, but when you dig yourself that big of a hole, every basket, every turnover, anything hurts. So I actually probably should have pulled the plug earlier because I just thought we were flat. I didn't think we had anything tonight.
That's Bucks head coach Doc Rivers. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Scattered early flurries, some sun later today, but breezy. Steady temps near the mid-teens. For tonight, mostly cloudy, more flurries, and a low of 5 above. Snow ahead for Thursday and Friday. The wind will pick up, and colder temperatures will move into the area.
That's your Wausau News Roundup from WXCO. Find more news anytime at WXCO.FM. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.